I'm going to check my map here and get an idea of some of the areas I'll be exploring on this adventure. Green Swamp Wildlife Management Area. And I'm going to work my way up into these wilderness sections here. And I'll be on the Florida Trail part of the way. That's the orange trail there you see on the map. And there's lots of spur trails and old trams and all sorts of areas to explore here. Great to be outside, enjoying the fresh air. Great outdoors. Hearing the wildlife throughout the woods here. Now, today I'm walking along one of these forest roads. There's many miles of them here. It's wilderness. And there's a lot of hiking trails cross over these dirt roads here in the forest. A lot of logging trams and all sorts of places to explore. Go off the beaten path. Today, we're going to take a journey into these woods, take in the beautiful nature and see what we can discover along the way. Following this trail deep into the wilderness here. At one time this trail was actually part of a railroad line that went through here. You see there's a lot of logging and turpentine history throughout these areas, and a lot of these railroads were built up in these wilderness areas and swamps over 100 years ago. And many of these railroad grades are great to explore along, make for nice hiking trails. It's like taking a journey back into the past. It's part of a railroad tie. I was hiking along that trail for several miles. It led me to this area where the railroad line continues on. And I'm going to keep following this further into the woods. And the railroad line actually spurs off in several directions towards the Withlacoochee River, which is that direction through the woods there. Here's the railroad line. Here along this railroad line, as I'm exploring it, there are a lot of these spurs that go off of the line towards the river. I want to follow this one right here, and it's hard to really see it. It's overgrown, but I can see where it's elevated above the surrounding swamps here. It's right over that way, so I'm going to follow that. It should lead me down into the swamps close to the river. See the railroad line there. Just imagine out here deep in the swamps, exploring just like those loggers did many years ago. They'd come back here on the trains as far back in the swamps by the river as they could get and log out many of the old and large cypress trees that were here. See some of these cypress stumps still remaining out here. You can see a lot of old cypress stumps out here from logging activity. Look at this one. Wow, at one time this was a large cypress tree. Unfortunately it was cut down during the logging era. Just like many of them were here in the swamps. Sturdy cypress wood. These cypress trees were a valuable resource in those days. Wood is very durable, can stand the test of time. I mean, just imagine many of these cypress trees here in swamps were hundreds and thousands of years old. See where it's hollowed out inside. Here by the river, and I can see some baby alligators in there swimming around. So beautiful. What an adventure. And it all started with following this railroad line into the wilderness. It's amazing to explore down into the swamps, get by the river, see the wildlife. And following along this railroad line, I wasn't sure which area I would end up at. There's so many different areas to explore along these lines in the swamp here. You never know what you'll discover along the way. I appreciate everybody following my adventures. Hope you're enjoying all the places I'm sharing about. You can subscribe to see videos weekly on my YouTube channel at Florida Trailblazer. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the wilderness.